Picture this. You're lying in bed, the night is quiet, maybe too quiet, until suddenly, ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. A chorus of frogs launches into a full-blown symphony outside your window. Why do frogs always seem to croak at night? Are they throwing midnight concerts? Gossiping about their day? Or is there a deeper reason for this noisy ritual? Tonight, we're diving into the surprisingly fascinating world of frog croaks. A nocturnal performance that's far more vital than just background noise. For centuries, humans have tied frog calls to mystery. Some cultures saw them as omens of rain, fertility, or even magic. Ancient Egyptians revered frogs as symbols of life and rebirth, while some Native American tribes believed they summoned the rain. But here's the truth. Frogs aren't trying to keep you awake. They're trying to communicate. Each ribbit, trill, and grunt is part of a carefully tuned language. To us, it's racket. To them, it's love letters and war cries rolled into one, a non-stop conversation that determines their survival. So why do frogs save their concerts for night? 3 reasons. First, safety. Frogs are delicious snacks for birds, snakes, and mammals. By croaking after dark, they're harder to spot. Second, comfort. Frogs have thin, permeable skin that needs moisture, and the cool, humid air of night keeps them from drying out. Daytime activity risks dehydration. Nighttime is perfect for hopping, hunting, and wooing. Third, sound quality. At night, air is calmer and sound travels better, especially during a temperature inversion, when cool air near the ground helps carry croaks for miles. Frogs are basically broadcasting during prime time hours. Forget Netflix. This is Net Croak, nature's ultimate broadcast system. But how do they produce that iconic ribbit? It's all about anatomy. Male frogs have a built-in balloon under their chin called a vocal sac. When they call, they force air from their lungs over vibrating vocal cords. The air inflates the sac, which acts like a sound amplifier. Think of it as a biological subwoofer. The shape and size of each species' vocal sac determines the pitch and tone, which is why frog calls range from deep bellows to high-pitched whistles. Different species each have their own unique sound. Bullfrogs produce deep, cow-like rumbles, while spring peepers make high-pitched whistles that can fill an entire forest. And the Pacific tree frog? Hollywood loves it so much that its ribbit is used in almost every movie, even when the film is set on the other side of the world. So yes, the jungle you hear in a movie might actually be brought to you by a Californian frog. And here's the kicker. Most croaking is about romance. Male frogs sing their hearts out to attract females. The louder, longer, and more complex the song, the more impressive the male seems. It's frog karaoke, and the prize is a mate. Females are picky, listening closely to judge a male's health, size, and stamina based on his call. A strong, steady croak tells her, "I'm healthy, I'm tough, and I've got good genes." Of course, where there's romance, there's rivalry. When one male starts croaking, others usually join in, forming a deafening chorus. This group performance has a double effect. It draws more females to the area, but also forces each male to stand out within the crowd. Some frogs croak louder, some faster, and some try sneaky timing to overlap others. It's like every guy at the same karaoke bar trying to win the spotlight. And then there are the satellite males, the quiet opportunists who sit silently near the loud singers and intercept females lured by the calls. It's the amphibian version of stealing someone else's date by hanging around the exit. Croaking also plays a role in territory and defense. Male frogs often use special calls to warn rivals. "This is my pond, back off." These territorial croaks are distinct from mating songs, meant to prevent costly fights. Some frogs even have different vocal settings depending on the threat. A deep, growly call might scare off a predator, while a rapid trill could serve as an alarm to warn others. They even have release calls, a kind of awkward croak males use if another male accidentally grabs them during mating season. Translation: "Hey buddy, wrong frog." Now imagine if humans worked like frogs. Instead of texting someone you like, you'd just stand outside their house at midnight and belt out a love ballad until they came outside. Want your neighbor to stay off your lawn? Just croak loudly at them every evening. Honestly, it might actually solve ghosting. Less confusion, more croaking. The world of frog vocalizations is more than quirky, it's essential. Over millions of years, frogs have perfected this system, using sound not just for romance, but for survival and community. Pair that with their powerful jumping legs, sticky tongues, and camouflaged skin, and you've got one of nature's most finely tuned survivors. And frogs aren't just entertainers, they're indicators. Their sensitive skin makes them vulnerable to changes in their environment, so their presence, or absence, often reflects the health of entire ecosystems. A loud, healthy chorus of frogs usually means the ecosystem is thriving. But when their calls fall silent, it can be a warning of pollution, habitat destruction, or climate change. Their croaks are more than music. They're a living signal of balance in the natural world. So the next time you hear frogs croaking outside your window, don't think of it as noise. Think of it as a symphony of survival, a midnight concert that has been playing for millions of years. To us, it's mysterious. To frogs, it's life itself, a chorus of love, rivalry, and warning carried through the night air. And that's why frogs croak at night, not to annoy us, but to remind us how beautifully strange and brilliantly adapted nature really is. If you enjoyed exploring this nighttime mystery, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more journeys into the wild wonders of our world. Until next time, keep listening. You never know what secrets the night is singing.